Today we're going to take you on a journey through the cell's organelles. We'll start with the nucleus, which is the control center of the cell. Okay, well, you might be wondering why there's not a lot of people here, and it's because the rest of the board resigned and it's just us left. So we might as well go over our quarterly report of ATP solutions. Our ATP production's down 13%, so everything's been feeling a little bit more sluggish. We haven't been able to produce things as fast because we don't have enough energy. Our salinity levels are up 10%, so we're going to have to need more water at some point. We need more estrogen to go through the cell membrane. We're not having enough. We're not able to perform at max level. Our water intake is low. That's another reason for the salinity levels being up.
Osmosis Jones hasn't been putting in the work, I see.
He hasn't. HPV has been detected. This is very urgent. We're going to have to get the cell membrane on high alert to make sure that we don't let any HPV into the body.
Oh, no.
Also, our pH level is at 7.3. As you can tell, that is near the edge of the gold zone where we need to be. We're about to go into alkalosis if we don't get that under control. Also, organelle employment since COVID has happened is down 25%. We're just struggling really a lot there. Also, chloroplast. How did he get in here? What? Next, we'll be moving on to the nucleolus, which synthesizes ribosomes.
Hey, do you know when we get a break?
We don't get one.
You ever thought about unionizing?
Next is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, which synthesizes lipids and phospholipids.
Alright, we're just going to put our phosphates and lipids in here. Mix them all up, put them all together, pull them out of the membrane as completed lipid change and phospholipid chains.
Next, we'll be moving on to the very similarly named rough endoplasmic reticulum, which synthesizes proteins and has ribosomes on the wall, giving it the rough name.
So, what you doing here?
I'm making protein for that guy. Next is the Golgi apparatus, which stores and transports proteins. Hey, Golgi.
Huh?
Separate these proteins.
There, that's them sorted. Happy?
Next in our amazing journey is the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. The mitochondria is responsible for making ATP.
How am I supposed to make ATP out of this? You know what this is? This is mercury. It's adenosine triphosphate. Phosphate, that requires phosphorus. It's not mercurate. I need water, too. I need water so bad. I'm done. Well, you know, I can probably work with this, actually.
We'll now be moving on to the chloroplast, which makes cellulose. One.
Cellulose? I can't eat this. I'm allergic.
The next thing we'll be moving on to is the vacuoles, which store and export waste.
Yeah, this here is waste product, so we can't really use it, so we send it off to the vacuole. If it ain't protein, you know, I don't want it. And, yeah.
Welcome to my humble abode. It ain't pretty, but it pays the bills.
Next thing we'll be moving on to is the lysosomes, which break down damaged or useless cells.
Hey guys, You guys heard about the union we're making? Gosh, I can't. No. No.
Cytoskeleton gives structure and it keeps the organelles in place.
This is a wall. It's like the cytoskeleton, you know? It holds the building together, much like a cytoskeleton would hold together the phospholipid bilayer.
It also keeps everything in the cell and the building together and into the same environment.
Were you expecting some sort of skip?
The centrioles. They're very important because they, in fact, organize the microtubules.
Don't mind me, just building up some support for myself out of some microtubules.
The plasma membrane acts kind of like a bouncer. It allows certain things, such as hormones, to get through without using energy. This is called passive transport. They also allow for larger proteins to go in through active transport, where they actually use energy. They then go through the integral proteins, where they will enter the cell. Finally, they prevent viruses and other unknown or unwanted substances from entering the cell. You may not enter.
Morning, estrogen.
Morning, membrane.
Hey, who are you?
ATP.
I'm gonna need to see some ID.
Say, why don't we get this transport a little more active?
IP! Come on!
I was called?
Yep. Transport this man. Actively.
V here, human papillomavirus. Now come on, watch this. This is how you give any good cell cancer. Hey, it ain't my good friend.
Cut it out. Who are you?
I'm phosphorus.
You
Come
are
on.
You're not a phosphorus.
What? Just because
What
I'm
kind of phosphorus wears A6?
Okay, look, I might have a little different taste
No,
than
no.
the average
That's
phosphorus,
not
but I
taste.
promise I came out of a rock.
No. What rock then?
Obsidian.
What? Phosphorus doesn't come out of the... You get out of here!
Transport this man actively.
That's so...